Okay, today we are going to do organic modeling. Organic referred to, living objects, living things. Let's say today I'm going to do a, a dino model, a dinosaur model. Okay. So in the last class, we have seen interior. I want you to work on multiple interior models. Okay. So similarly, I think before that I have done an exterior modeling also. So just try to create interior and exterior model. So you need to practice more. So from today onwards, we'll be doing organic modeling. Organic, um, the major thing, like which we have to keep in mind while we doing, modeling is line flow. We should maintain line flow in organic modeling. Why? Because this organic modeling will, we will be doing animation for these models, organic models. So to do animation, the character should have a proper line flow. Line flow means, let's say if I take a plane, okay, and in the plane I add few mesh. So there is a mesh detail, right? So you have a mesh, certain lines. So this mesh has to be in particular line flow. That's what I was just talking about. So let me pick a character reference. Okay, to do, let me just go to Maya. I'll go for, we have T-Rex here. So let's say we'll do this sort of, IME 3D character. To do this sort of character, we should have a proper reference. Okay. So you can pick any reference from here, anything. Okay. Okay, this seems good. A lot of good references there. Let's create a cartoon character. So I'm just selecting this one. Um, let me save this image. Batch 3. Yeah. Let me save this image. So now what I'll do in batch 3, Maya, I have this image. Okay. A good solid good image is there. So now let me import this image here. So in Maya, for first thing what we have to do is we need to set the project, means create a project. Go to file. To create a project, what we have to do is go to file, just come down. You have project window. Under project section, project window is there. Click on the project window. Here, first thing, click on new. Okay. Once you click on new, name, the project name, batch 2, sorry, Dino. Then I'll go to batch 3, Maya. Okay, I select. Then I accept. So what happens when I do this? See, I got Dino folder here. Okay. Inside this, there are a lot of subfolders are there. So under source images folder, I want to copy this Dino under source images folder of the project. A Dino image, I would like to copy. Fine. So then I'll come to Maya. The image is of a side view. right? So what I'll do, I'll just go to side view. Okay, I'll go to side view, view, image plane. How to import an image? The next thing is, how do I import the image? So first thing, do not import image in perspective. You should not do that. You have to import image only in orthographic view, top view, front view, side view. So since the image, the reference image is of side view, the dinosaur is of a side view, I'll go to side view, image plane, import image. I'll show you once more. Here view, image plane, then import image. Automatically, see, Maya is smart actually. It knows where to go when it is importing an image. It goes to source images folder. So I click on Dino, I open this. It's over here. Okay. Um, Now I want to, just rotate this in x-axis -1. I wanted something like this. So what I did in x-axis, right? So I just did -x so that it's something like this now. It is okay. It's fine for me. Later here, image center Y, I'm gonna place it to the top, or else it's okay, however it is. Okay, let me place my character here and something like this. Then I'm selecting this. I am pushing this guy, backside so that I don't want this to be in the center of the grid. Then I'm selecting this guy. So create this layer along with the selected object. You can name this as a reference. Save it. Then V for visible. So here the empty box is there, right? Click on this. T for template. Again, one more click. R for reference. So that what happens when we kept this in our reference mode, so you cannot select this. It will be there in the scene. We need something like this. So if you need to select, you just turn on the reference mode. You can select later. So I want to keep this in reference mode. Okay. Then I'm saving the scene. File save as. I'm gonna save the scene as in scenes folder. Dino scenes. I save it as 01. So that step by step I'm gonna save. So when I come to side view, this is how your character is looking. Okay. Any doubts up to here, so that setting up a project and setting up an image film, do you have any doubts, team? No doubts, MD Kumalo Banda? Guys, you're in mute.
No doubt, sir.
Great. Now in this particular model, I'll not be taking multiple objects to create this particular character. So I'll be picking one particular ref model, let's say 3D primitive, to create this model. So now this particular abdomen like part. So from here, I'll be starting from the abdomen part. So to do that, see, I'll be picking the cylinder. Okay. So from cylinder, I'll be starting. Okay. So to do that, what I need is under create polyprimitive, I don't want interactive creation. I don't want interactive. So I turn off interactive creation from polyprimitive. Under create polyprimitive, turn off interactive creation. So when I click on cylinder, automatically the cylinder is over here. Okay. So now what I'll do, this cylinder, I'm gonna rotate it to this like this. Let's say to 90 degree, rotate in 90, and I'm gonna place it. Okay, so I go to, I press Alt, press B, so that I would like to change my background, and I'm selecting, I turn off reference mode and I select this character. So this reference here, alpha gain is 1, right? I would like to make it 0.5, so that I made a 0.5, so that I'm reducing the transparency of this particular reference, so that while modeling here, I can see this reference as well as my object, both. Okay. That's the purpose I did. Okay. Alt V, you can change the background color. So now this particular cylinder is selected. I'll go to polycylinder. If you notice here, cap, this cylinder is having cap here and here, cap is there. I don't want cap. So what I do, I make it 0. Under subdivision cap, 0. Under height, okay, let me add something 5 or 6. 6 is fine. Okay. Or let me just add, it's okay, I can go with 4 also. Okay, later anyhow we are gonna increase it. Okay, so now what I do, I select this. Overall, I'm gonna make it quite bigger, something like this. Then what I'll do is, I go to face mode. I'm selecting this. I delete. I select this face, delete, so that here and here I make it halo. Okay. So then I'll go to edge. Right click, go to edge. Right click, go to edge. These are components of the cylinder. Okay. You have to be in object to back to normal. It is object mode. You have to go to object mode. Now I'm in edge. Right click, click on edge. When you double click on this particular edge here, this is an edge. Double click on this, you get this entire edge loop selected. This is a loop. Single edge selected, double click on the edge loop selected. So I wanted to select edge loop. So what I do is I just bring it to down something like this, then double click on this. So I can scale it overall. If I click on the center part and scale, this is a global scaling. I'm gonna do global scaling. I'm just visualizing. See, the leg part is there. Behind the leg part, you have the abdomen like this. So I'm just visualizing and I'm just placing my, these edge loops. Double click on this. So since this is visible, I can place exactly at the reference part. Double click on this. I have to visualize it. Double click on this. Now I'm going to rotate a bit. This is what line flow is. I'm going to rotate a bit. So this sort of rotation. Okay. Then what I do, since this is a loop is selected, I'll go to edit mesh. I click on extrude, extrude. So what happens when I extrude? Press W, move this something up to here. Scale it, reduce the scaling part and bring it bit down. Then double click on this. I extrude, G for repeating last tool. I extrude it, I bring it bit down. Like this. Again, G, repeat last tool. The last tool I have taken is extrude. I bring it bit down. Again, G, repeat last tool. Again, G, repeat last tool. Now it should be something like this. Okay, I made it like this. Now, when you look at this in perspective, this is how you're able to see, right? So I can go to edge loop. I can double click this. I can just give bit thickness. Since we have seen dinosaurs and all in movies and all, so based on that, like you have to give some shape. Okay. Now double click on this one. I extrude this over here like this. Again, I extrude this. So I'd like to rotate a bit. Okay. So I extrude this, shift right click, you can extrude. There are multiple ways to perform one single task. Make sure you look at the reference and try to do it properly. So something like this is there. Okay. So still, like we need to work on a lot of things. Now coming to this particular part, this reference do look like this. So double click on this. We have to give some thickness like this. Okay. Later, what I'll do is I need to close this particular halo. So I select one edge, right click. So select one edge, hold shift and right click, hold shift and right click. You have fill hole. When you click on fill hole, this particular hole will be filled. Later, what I'll do is I select this. So a lot of history has been grown here, right? So edit, delete by type history. Okay. I have an output something like this. So wherever you feel, like seems a deformation is there, you need to work on it, that particular area. So we have it something like this. Okay. So since, like we have filled the hole, I need to add few lines over here. So I'll go to this modeling kit, click on this modeling kit. Okay. Um, okay, it's simple. I'll show you. You have to click on multi-cut tool. Under tools, multi-cut. Pick multi-cut. What you have to do is click on one vertex, then click on the next vertex, then right click to complete. Then click on one, click on another one, right click to complete. Click on one, click on another one, right click to complete. Click on one and this one, right click to complete. Click on one and this one, right click to complete. Similarly, it's done. Make sure here 4 edges are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be quad. Okay. Got it? So I'm just pushing it a bit away. I push it a little bit further to front. Then I'm selecting this one, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to front like this and like this. Okay. So I'm just doing it up to here. So next part, I need to match it properly over here like this. Then this thing here, this here, this here, this here, like this. Something like this. Okay. This thing goes here, this thing over here. So the mouth part is the right. Just do the placement of these vertex over here properly. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these faces, drag and select, so that when you come over here, these are the faces which I have selected now. Okay. I'm gonna extrude this face to inside a bit scaling, then again extrude one more time to inside, then scale a bit down. again extrude, inside, scale a bit down. Okay. And I'm gonna delete that. So this is how you get, and this looks like a mouth. Okay. I'll go to top view so that few areas which I need to work on. So I'm just making it like this. Okay, something like this. So I'm just making it something like this. So when I press 3, the character looks like this. Okay. So I'm just looking more to the reference and I'm just working on it. It should be curvy. That's what, like we are working on. So here I'm just selecting this 4 faces here. See these 4 faces. I'm selecting these 4 faces. Okay, both the side 4 faces. I'm selecting this side 4, this side 4. Okay, so I extrude this. So just making it something like this. Then I go to vertex mode. One here, one here, one here, and here. Something like this. Okay. So this particular session will go for 2 classes. So make sure you attend the next one also. Something like this. I'm selecting this session, this vertex as well. So I'm making it like this. It looks cute actually, this character. So overall, it is something like this now. Fine then. So I select this 4 faces. So I'll come to this perspective. Shift right click extrude. First thing, extrude inside. Again extrude. Make it smaller. Again extrude. Bring it outside. Okay. It's something like this is there. I extrude it again. I make it bit smaller. Okay. So yeah, I think like this, text part is done. So manually, like we need to work on it a bit. Okay. So this part is done. The character is looking something like this. Then I think we have to work on this part. So I select this, I extrude this. So what I do is I just make it smaller. Then I again extrude to inside, a bit up to inside, again extrude, inside, a bit up. Okay, see, we got it. Okay, any doubts up to here? So now what I'll do, I think most of the part is done. We need to work on the body part and all. Let's say, for example, when you look into this particular scene, I select these faces and few of these faces. I'd like to make it a bit larger, a bit up. So that's the next part, that we have to do it in the next part. We have to give a bit mass for the character. Okay, for the leg part. So now what you do, I want you all to work on only the top part from head to tail. Leg part we'll do it in the next session. For leg part, what we have to do, we need to cut this model into half. Okay, we need to separate it, left side and right side, and I'll be deleting the left part. Then I work on the only this particular part, not this part. Only this part I'll work. I'll create leg part. Okay, then we will be mirroring the model and we will duplicate it. We duplicate and we merge it. Okay, that's another process. Instead of creating here two legs, here two legs, what I'll do, I'll cut the model, I'll create only two legs, then I duplicate it so that the other two legs will be created automatically. Okay, any doubts up to here, guys? MD Banda Kumalo, any doubts? You guys are in mute again. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll upload this video and share it across with you, and I'll be uploading this particular reference as well, character reference. So I want you to complete it up to here and share the image with me. Whatever you have done, you have to share it with me. Okay. So in the next class, I'll complete this character. Okay. Okay. Any questions, you can reach out to me. Right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.